In this video, I'll be discussing the mainstream versus the substream. All of our hardware compressed DVR cards, the HC series, are dual stream, meaning you have your mainstream and your substream. Your mainstream is what gets recorded onto your hard drive. It's what you see in live view. Your substream is what is broadcasted over the internet. So that's what is displayed to a mobile client or to a remote client. If let's say that client is on the NVR client, he can use the mainstream view for better picture quality, faster frame rate, or the substream view if either of the networks, either the main network or the remote network, is having bandwidth issues or has limited bandwidth constraints. So what you want to do from the DVR server, when you're on the main screen, you click on Settings, and it'll take you to the system setup screen, and then you click on Camera, and from Camera you can view your image size and your frame rate. This is your mainstream. And then you have the substream. And if you'll notice, it's the option for substream frame rate and the option for substream image size is disabled. It's grayed out. You can't really adjust it because right now we're using an HC3 server, which is our low-cost economical server, and we have it set to the highest frame rate. So the only way we can make any adjustments to the substream using an HC3 is by adjusting the mainstream image size to 352 by 240. Now, in most cases, this is not recommended because, as you can see, the over here you have the ability now to modify this remote substream frame rate and image size. But again, I recommend that you don't do this when you're using high resolution cameras, because a 352 by 240 mainstream image size is going to give you the equivalent to a 420 TV line of camera resolution. So if you're using, let's say, 480, 500, 540, 600 and up for analog TV lines for your cameras, your DVR, by setting it at 352 by 240, is going to be capping that image quality at about 420 TV lines. So if you're having internet bandwidth issues and you can't get any faster internet through your ISP, then what I recommend you do is to upgrade your DVR card to our HC2 Platinum. I'm going to log out of this, and I'm not going to save any of these settings because I do want to keep our image size at 704 by 480 on this. So I'm going to click No to discard the changes here. I'm going to log out of this one, and now we're logged into another system, which is an HC2 Platinum. I'm going to click on Settings and Camera, and as you can see, we have the mainstream set to the highest image size, 704 by 480, and at this image size we can adjust the substream, we can adjust the substream frame rate and the substream quality. My recommendation is to try playing around with this in the beginning. If you are, let's say you have a client that is in a low bandwidth area, either if it's a mobile client or a PC or Mac client, I'd recommend keeping your image size at 352 by 240 just so that that client can see the best quality image, and try reducing your frame rate down to, let's say, 1 frame or 2 frames per second. It's better to get 1 frame per second than 1 frame every 10 seconds. So again, this is why this remote substream option is so important. If you are not ever going to have any kind of bandwidth constraints, or if you're not planning to use any mobile devices, then you can stick with the HC3 product. It's the lowest cost. It has the same software features. But again, it has that restriction here. And if you don't plan on having any kind of bandwidth issues, then you can just skip this section about dual streaming. If you want to further adjust your image size, your substream, you can do so. You can drop it down to 172 by 120. That's about a quarter of the size of this. It's called QSIF, and the quality you can adjust here. You can copy to all your cameras, and then you hit exit, yes to save, and you're done. If you ever want to modify those settings again, you just click on settings, camera, and I'm going to raise this a little bit higher and hit copy to all, exit, save, and you're done. Again, this is an HC2 Platinum system, and the first one that we did was an HC3. That's why this system has the ability to adjust the remote substream image size and frame rate while the system is set to a mainstream recording of 704 by 480. If you have any other questions, feel free to visit our website at edigitaldeals.net or give us a call at 877-DEALS79.